As storm winds rise across Jamaica, many hearts are shaken by fear, but in the midst of the storm, there's still a voice of peace. Hear from Prophet Alex J.N. on behalf of Good News Network TV as he shares a message of faith, rest, and assurance in the storm.
You know, as this storm passes through Jamaica, I've been thinking, and the Lord has been talking to my heart. Because I realize whenever a storm arises, there are two types of people that the storm arises with. You have prayer warriors and prayer warriors. The difference is a prayer warrior prays and conquer, and it spells with an A. But a prayer warrior praise and worry, and that one is spelled with an O. And in this storm, a lot of prayer warriors, the one that's spelled with an O, has been raising up. They've been praying and asking God for mercy, but they're also been worrying. So my question to you, are you a prayer warrior or are you a prayer warrior? And I've been looking at the story of Jesus and his disciples. You may know it, very popular one. A storm arose, but Jesus was sleeping. And sleep there represents many things, but one of the things that it represents to me personally throughout this storm, there's a peace that is in my heart. There's a peace, a joy, a happiness in my heart throughout this storm. You know, someone reached out to me and said, "How are you doing?" And I replied and said, "I am enjoying the weather, the cold weather, because the summer was extremely hot. But this storm came with a cool breeze, a cool weather that allowed me to sleep more relaxful." And I'm here to bring a message of encouragement to believers. Stop being a prayer warrior and become a prayer warrior. When you pray, conquer. When you pray, let a peace that passeth all understanding rest in your heart. Worrying is not of God, and worrying is a sin. I say it again, it is a sin. For the Bible says, have no anxiety for nothing. And the Bible says, cast all your cares upon me, for he careth for you. So in this storm, as believers, many people may ask me, what do you do as a believer in the storm? I say to you, do what Jesus did. He slept. And don't do as the disciples. The disciples came together when the storm becomes boisterous, the Bible says. They rose up and they said, let us wake up Jesus. And they said, Master, carest thou not if we perish? And Jesus spoke to the storm, but his reply to them, how long must I be with you? That's what God is reminding us. How long are you serving and trusting in God that you're coming to him in this storm and knowing that he's in the boat? No, there's another side of this story. If you out there is not a believer, not a child of God, you have every right to worry. You have every right to be concerned if you are not sure 100% that Jesus is in your boat. Then you have every right to worry. And then you have every right to have anxiety and to fret. But I'm speaking to those believers that are out there. In this storm, I pray that you get rest. I pray that you will receive that peace that I have in my heart. That this storm will pass and there will be no tragedy in your end. There will be no tragedy in your family. The Bible says, as for me and my household. And it reminds me of the story of Noah. While everyone else perished, Noah and his family was saved. I pray for preservation grace upon you and your family throughout this storm, that God will preserve you, preserve your business, your property, your car. Everything around you is protected, just like He did to Job. He says there was an edge, and I pray that edge will be upon you and your family. And this is a caution and a message and a cry and a warning to those that are not yet a believer. Seek God before it is too late. Seek God before that door closes. When all the rain came, that's when they wanted to run to the ark, but then it was too late. I hope too late will not be your portion, because in this storm, I feel in my spirit and I feel in my heart that God says this storm will pass. It's just believers, you need to hold fast to that joy, that peace that passeth all understanding, and ride out the storm. I say again, in this storm, sleep. That represents rest, peace, joy, happiness. Use this as an opportunity to rest. Many of us have been taking a break, not really a break, but a pause from work. Use that as an opportunity to rest. Use that as an opportunity to spend time with God, to bring back fellowship, but not to bring back fear and anxiety and worrying. There's a difference between a prayer warrior and a prayer warrior. Who are you in this storm? God bless you.
Remember, even in the storm, Jesus is in your boat.